Yes. Hi.
Hi. Good morning. Morning, everyone. Good morning to all of the people who's watching our DigiChat series. And today we will continue with the number 39 of the series where we invite all the people, all of our business partners from around the world to come to share their stories, to see how they evolve in this amazing business. So today we will bring you to a special guest, Coach Anusha Fernando from Australia, right? She comes from a shy and reserved accountant with many fears in a country where we call a land of kind and gentle people, Sri Lanka, and migrate to Australia and become a strong mompreneur, building her digital business full time while raising her kids in Australia. Anusha's journey has been filled with challenges and fear, but she overcome all. So I hope this will be an inspiring story for you and give you some courage to come and to see how you can also build your own business. So, like usual, I will start with a short introduction of our co-host today, and then we will see how is what is the story bringing here from Coach Anu. Okay, so I'm Mirah, currently living in Hanoi with my small family and a teenage son. Before stepping into this digital business world, I had over 20 years of experience in the corporate world, working with international corporation in IT and telco. While my job gives me great benefits, but it also comes with a lot of stress and pressure. And truthfully, I constantly feel short of time, especially the valuable time to spend with my family and even for myself. So I look for a plan B and I started this digital business back then in 2021. But until now, it turned out to be more than I ever expected. It brings me the true freedom that I've ever longed for. So today, I'm proud to be a coach in this amazing community, and I had the privilege to meet a lot of amazing people like Coach Anu and our co-host here. So hand over to Hằng. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you, Trang. So, good morning, everyone from all over the world and the people from Sri Lanka. Because, of course, Anu is from Sri Lanka, right? Originally, so we say namaste, right? I used to be there and I really love the country and love the people over there who are very friendly, smiling all the time, and the country is so peaceful over there. So let me introduce a bit about myself. My name is Hằng. I'm living in Hanoi, Vietnam with my family. I have been a manager in a small construction companies for long. And for the digital business, I have been here for over 5 years and also very proud coach in the big community from everywhere in the world. And the reason why I started this business is I want to have the another source of income. Quite simple, right? Because I want to prepare the good financial for my children, and I want to say yes to all the dreams of myself and the children. And you know that over 5 years, a lot of my dreams have been come true. And my dreams are bigger and bigger with this business. I'm so thankful to the business. I'm so happy that with this business, I have chances to meet many people, like Coach Anu, right? I can be their friends, I can be their business partner, and we help each other, we support each other, and it's so great. So yeah, that's all for me. Yeah, let's move to our co-host, Miss Thủy, please.
Okay, thank you, Hằng. And special hello to Coach Anu from Australia, and good morning to everyone who is watching our live show today. And hello to our co-host. So let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Thủy, and I'm now living in Hanoi with my small family. I have been working in the financial banking field for more than 20 years. And you know that as being as a banker, time is very tight, and we have a very tight schedule. I mean that we have to work from the morning until the afternoon, and I don't have much time for my children. Otherwise, that together with the development of AI, we are threatened by to be replaced by the robot. So myself, I think that I have to find myself a plan B. Mean that we must have a backup plan if anything risk happen. And then I find these amazing models, and from the amazing model, from the knowledge, from the most amazing thing that I found, that I can join a very supporting community, and as well I can find more freedom and more time for my children. So that is more introduction by myself. So okay, Ngọc, is your stage.
Thank you, Thủy. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our live stream today. Especially my warmest welcome to Coach Anu from Australia. We are very happy to have you here today, and I was very impressed with your presentation on our masterminds. I think last month, right? Yeah. It was so good, and I was so inspired by you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now let me introduce myself. My name is Ngọc. I was born in Hanoi, and right now I'm living here with my family. I have more than 20 years of experience working across different industries, from media, technology to aviation, and in all kinds of companies, from small private businesses to large state-owned enterprises. But alongside my main job, I always have a side hustle, or maybe two, in order to keep my finances secure. I started this digital business because I want to achieve financial freedom and early retirement, to fulfill my dreams of traveling the world and enjoying my hobbies when I'm still full of energy. And my roadmap is very clear now, and my future, I can see it very close, and my life is very happy now. So now I let our special guest to introduce yourself. Please, Coach Anu.
Thank you everyone. Thank you so much for having me today. It's really happy to be here with you all. And yeah, welcome everyone, and hi to you all from Melbourne, Australia. And I'm a mom of two, and by profession I was an accountant. I can proudly say I'm a job quitter. So 11 months being in the business, I could able to quit my full-time accountant job, which is amazing. And yeah, so we live actually in New Zealand for almost 10 years. So then we moved to Australia 2.5 years ago. I can say I'm a Kiwi Sri Lankan mom. And yeah, I have two kids, and my little one was actually 2 years old when I started the business in 2023. So she was the main reason that why I started, after becoming two of mom to two, and life is not easy with your job, and being an immigrant in this country, and you got to do everything by your own. So life was very challenging. That's where I started to looking for a opportunity where I can earn from home while be present for my kids. Yeah, so I actually, honestly speaking, I was like a very skeptical. I think we can talk about this question. I think you may have a question for me. So this is a little bit about myself, and I can now say proudly, I've been running this business 2 years now, very successfully. I am, surpassing my accountant salary. Now even I have surpassed my husband engineering salary also. It is almost double of his engineering salary also. I became a highest earner in the family for 2 times, which is I'm very proud. Yeah, this is a bit about myself.
That's great, Coach Anu. And it is very stimulating hearing that you are now becoming from the person who just arrived to a new country, and with a kid like 2 years old, right? At that time, and very skeptical. But then now you become the main income stream of the family, and even your income now is surpass your previous job, and also sometimes even surpass your husband's engineer salary, right? Which is quite good in Australia, as I know. So I would like to ask you the first question, Coach Anu, because we all very inspired by your speech last mastermind. I know that you once, as you just mentioned, you were very down before, and actually from the beginning you say that you are very shy and even avoid presenting on the camera because you feel a little bit scared of that. So what helped you overcome those fears and start this business journey? I think this is very common question for most of the people, especially for the introvert people. They are fear of becoming in front of the camera, fears of appearing on the social media. So what have you overcome those? Can you please share?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Trang, for asking that question. I think it is very important to address that question. I was very heavy on that question. Actually, that kept me whole almost a year not starting this business. I just literally wasted my time. So I'm coming from a very professional background, especially from accounting background. My first question was like, is this a scam? I really didn't want to involve with the scam thing or the any pyramid scheme, because I have my chartered accountancy membership. I don't want that is being impacted. So those kind of thing, that was my first thing. Is it really a scam? Because the country that where I am coming from, we are not like savvy in online thing, right? When we see the online thing, we always think, first thing we think it's a scam. So that is exactly how I was, actually, honestly speaking. I could say now, because it's lack of the knowledge as well, because I was not the online person. And whether you believe it or not, I'm a very camera shy person. Some people are like really doubting, are you really camera shy? Because now they're looking at me now, how I'm presenting and coming on live and all. I was like that. It was just hold me like a couple of months not to go in front of the camera. I am very camera shy person. So, and how did I overcome these challenges? I mean, I was there sitting, not taking the action, and I was like thinking, oh, could be a scam, like all those kind of things. But one day I thought myself, nothing's gonna change. How long I'm gonna keep saying this, not even taking action? If I really want to have a change in my life, I need to take the action. So I just paid 114. I was skeptical. Then my husband said, just pay it and just see. And if you are not getting enough information, what is you holding you back? Even though if you lose like a 149, I mean, that is not the end of the world. Our life is not going to start because of 149. He said, just pay it. Then I paid it. And I refunded. I just wanted to know this is really refunded, because these are the things I was checking myself. If it's a refunded, and I got my money back, full 149 back. I'm like, yeah, this is a real business. Like, who, if it is a scam, who could even offer you the refund? Then I pay back again. That is a different story. I just really want to check myself. Then I got to know about this business when I was in New Zealand. Actually, I was doing only research stage. I called to the New Zealand Commerce Commission and I asked about, because when you pay 149, you get access to pretty much everything. This business model is pretty transparent. You get everything. You get to see the contract, you get to see the companies, everything, right? Then I called New Zealand Commerce Commission and asked, okay, is this company exit? What is the legitimacy? Said, yeah, this is 100% legitimate business. The shareholders are New Zealand. You have a branches. I tick everything, I'm like, okay, that is fantastic. Then the fear that holding was like a camera. Do I need to do lives and videos for doing this business? I said, no, I am not going to do that. I can't do this, I was like a very, very skeptical. I said, no, I can't do that. Then the person said, that's okay. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. I mean, obviously you don't have to, do the lives and videos. It is just a personal choice. And I'm really happy that didn't, hold me back, because I took the action anyway, because I was told that you can still do the business, which is obviously absolutely right. I ran the business for almost 6 months without even doing any videos. I mean, you can literally do. It was just me. I want to break my, I was in my comfort zone. I want to break the barriers and, just to prove myself, yes, I can do it. If others are doing it, why not me? So that is how I started. It's no pressure at all. If you absolutely fine, if you don't want to do that, but it is obviously giving a more credibility to your audience, seeing the person in the online and looking at, like people like me. I was very skeptical. I was thinking scam. I mean, scammers won't talk like this. They won't come in front of the camera. So that is the good thing that you can show to your audience is we are not a scammers, So I mean, people who ever think that scammers, I mean, I would say they are like a literally like lack of knowledge. So this is how, and also of course my dream was bigger than my fears. Actually, my kids were important to me. They are my whole life, If I was desperate, I was constantly this, carrying this heavy mom guilt in my heart. Whenever I wake up, always like I drained and I always exhausted. I really wanted to change this lifestyle. I hated to wake up to the alarm, and I hated this morning rush. Morning was like a little war with the 2 kids. It is really, really struggling to me. I said, okay, I got to change. No one's gonna do that change for me. I have to take that action. So that paying 149, that really opened my eye and just see the wider, world. So that's how I overcome my challenges.
Okay, thank you, Coach Anu, for your sharing. Let me sneak peek a little bit about the 149. If people first time you enjoy our live today, okay? Because when you want to know more about our business model, you register in our website, right? And then you receive full information with a lot of emails to show you how our business model. But if you want to have an overview of how our business model actually, how this system run, what products, service, or everything inside, then you have to pay 149 as Coach Anu has mentioned, right? And you have 30 days to consider, and you can ask for refund within 30 days. And then Coach Anu ask for refund, right? Because she thinks that it's scam. So my mindset is quite similar to Coach Anu, because for me, before I joined this business, everything online for me is scam. I even tell people, my family and friends, that hey, don't trust people online, what they are talking, what they are speaking about. Just believe them only 30%, and the left are scam, as they are not truth, something like that. That's a wrong mindset until I joined this business. So my mindset is quite similar to Coach Anu, right? And talking about the business, we are talking about the numbers, right? And through Coach Anu's story, you see that just after 2 years, her income surpassed her accountant income, right? And even her income surpassed her husband's income. Just so amazing. You cannot find any other business outside, right, like this. And everything is very transparent here. So let's back to our Coach Anu with the second question I would like to ask you is that you changed from a refunder, right? Because you asked for refund 149 and then you bought back again. So coming from a refunder, and now you become very inspiring for us, all of us, because you are ready to share your story in the webinar, in the mastermind, in the recent mastermind. You were there and you inspired all of us because of your story, right? So can you tell us a little bit what mindset shift made that biggest difference?
Yeah, I love to talk about that. I was the person who loved 9 to 5. I'm very secure there. I'm very comfortable in 9 to 5. I had a very good job in Australia. I work for Australian Financial Complaint Authority. It's a huge organization. So I work, from home. I only 2 days I had to go to office. I had a very comfortable life, honestly speaking. My husband is opposite. So he's always like a business-minded person. He hates 9 to 5. Then one day we were having this conversation. I told him, you know what? I'm going to be working for this company until I turn 60. I can retire from this job. That was the conversation we had. Now I became like, I hate 9 to 5. Honestly speaking, I'm sorry to say that, because I became who I am thanks to 9 to 5. Also, I got all the experience and the skills and everything I learned, leadership and all those kind of things from 9 to 5. And but my mindset shift vastly thanks to this business platform, actually, because now everyone said you need to be surrounded with the positive people. If you want to see the positive in your life, That is exactly this business is all about. We are coming from a different background. Like look at here now, you guys are from Vietnam, I'm from Sri Lanka, and now in Australia, and this is how we connected each other, like we inspire each other. And this business, the training in Sri Lanka also, I used to work in a very popular companies, like in international companies. I used to work for the international companies and all. We get the training and all, the corporate training and all. So but in this, for this 149, you get lifetime training, which is fabulous. So even though I started from zero, I had nothing. I'm not an online shopping person either. Like I became online shopper actually because of the COVID. Otherwise, I'm offline person always. I love to meet people, all kind of thing. Online, I never believe this online thing. So then that is how where I started actually. I absolutely started with zero business knowledge in online space. And I didn't know, like the CapCut or doing the reels and videos. I have very zero knowledge. I learned everything from the scratch. This training system shift your mindset as well. We were taught, like the manifestation, law of attraction, and how to have a rich mindset and all this. We always talk about this mindset and all. This business changed me who I am today, I can say that. And this really shifted me, looking out of my comfort zone. And we are always like a very narrow, like we are looking only small space. This business show me the wider world, and there is a life more than this 9 to 5. That is, I was dreaming this life actually. Honestly speaking, I never thought I could able to achieve this life within like a very short period of time. I walk away from 9 to 5, 11 months being in the business. That was fantastic. And the mindset, that shift, that's really brought me here where I am today. Yeah, so this business literally helped me to come out of that that 9 to 5 mindset, to which is very fixed mindset, right? You like happy where you are, you don't want to do new things. And I just became I have now growth mindset. I'm open to learn every day. This business is more than money to me, honestly speaking. So it brought me happiness, it brought me a fulfillment, satisfaction, and pretty much everything. Thank you for asking that question, Han.
Thank you, Coach Anu. Yeah, that's true that the business is not all about the money. That's true. For us, the same. We are working on this business not because only of the money, right? And talking about the 9 to 5 job, I know that even we are not lazy. Of course, we love working. Even some of us like workaholic, like Trang before, right? But still, we have chance to choose what to do every day, when to do, right? And with whom we would like to work with, right? It's quite a different story. If we compare to that, we have to work 9 to 5 every day, right? So the business gives us freedom to decide what we can do every day, right? Yeah, what to do, when to work, and with whom we are working with, right? So that's amazing. So yeah, we have to say that thank you so much for the system and the training that's going to train us a lot like we are today, right? Okay, so thank you for Coach Anu. We move to Miss Thủy, please.
Okay, thank you, Hằng. So listening to Anu's story, I believe that this model bring us not only the financial profit, but also bring us a lot of invisible values. Huh? So Anusha, we like to hear your share about that. Being a mom, being an entrepreneur, and now a digital business owner. I believe that it's hard, to find the time to cover all these fear. Doing things in the house, taking care of the children, and then finding time to do the business. So can you share with us that how you manage to to do all these things or in one time, and to avoid being burnt out?
Yeah, that is a good point actually. That is that is the point that most people are hesitant to start the business because they think they're already busy. I was exactly like this. Like I said, I moved to Australia in 2022 December. I started this business mid of 2023. My life was busy, very busy. I literally had no time because like I mentioned before, my little one was 2 years, my elder one was 6 years. I have very young kids, and we were adjusting to the new country. Actually, it is like a whole new thing for them as well. Like they are, like we are emotionally trying to settling in, and physically and everything. It was like a hell, I would say. Like it was I couldn't even imagine to do a business or anything. My plate was so full. And same time I started a new job as well. I just setting up to the new company, with a new job, new life with the young kids. I didn't even know how did I do that, actually, honestly speaking. But all what drove me there was my why I started. If I hadn't started that time, I would still be working for someone else, like a 9 to 5. I would still be like a hack. I would still be like a very busy mom. But today I'm free, like I am happy. Moreover, my kids have me like 100%. That one decision took me where I am today. Just for people who are watching us now and just making excuses, not starting the business, thinking that they are busy. We all are busy. We all have a 24 hours. It is just like what matters us, like what prioritize, what we are prioritizing. I prioritize my family and I prioritize myself and my kids. That took me to take the action. How did I manage? And this business is very, very flexible. So that was one of the reason why I started this business. As I mentioned, I used to go to the office like taking the train. It is back and forth 2 hours. I used to take the public transport, the train. I used to, when I started business, I used to use that 2 hours for the training. From the phone, I just, put my headset on and just do the training. This is how flexible this business is. During the lunchtime, we always, do the office gossip and all kind of thing. But when I started this business, I stopped those little chit chatting, which is not going to take me anywhere. I used that, that time, that half an hour to answer inquiries and create some, contents and all kind of thing. And when I come home, I had no time. Actually, honestly speaking, I had no time. But after putting, kids to bed, before I go to sleep, I make sure I do some training, because that is where I have to, find the time for myself. I used to be like a Netflix addicted person, I can say. When I started in the Netflix Friday, like until midnight, I've just been watching this Netflix. I mean, which is it is good, but I really wanted to find the time. I sacrificed my Netflix time for some time I put that time for the business. It's okay, because nothing comes easy. You need to, if you want big results, you need to put your time and the commitment. I don't want to sacrifice my kids, kids time or family time. I just sacrifice my entertainment time. I mean, nothing going to happen, right? It's just temporary. I am sacrificing these things. So this is where I put my time. I didn't work in the weekends because I'm not weekend person. Weekends is for me, is my mindset is always, since I graduated like in 2010. From that time also, I never work weekends. Weekends is always for me just to relax and have fun and all. I cannot focus weekends. That's why now also I don't do any interviews or lives or anything during the weekends. Is always my full-time family time. So this is how I manage. It is easy because this business, you don't need hours and hours of time. Whenever you have a time slot, you just use that time pocket for your business. Just be intention and just do it, work for it. My intention was, I didn't want to see results overnight. I wanted to build, I want to have a solid foundation where I can retire from my work. That was my target. My target was 1 year, but I was 1 month ahead. I quit the job 11 months, so which is my target. I got there with the small steps that leads to a big results. That's exactly what I did. I hope that helps clarify that question too.
Actually, it's great. It's great. Yeah, and from your sharing, then I can see that you use your time like wisely and use it with intention, right? So we can get the target and even get it earlier than what you planned, right? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Again.
Yeah, congratulations for achieving your goal, and your sharing is so powerful. And yeah, we can see that how you can balance all the roles you play without losing yourself in the process. And I myself truly believe that when you really want to do something, you always find a way to make time and energy for it. And thanks to our flexible training system and everything, we can, just enjoy every time, or our system it provides all the short training videos, and then you can just watch them on the go, or even when you do your housework. For me, I even learning while I brushing my teeth or washing my face or anything. Everywhere you can do it. Yeah, and your story just a beautiful reminder of when you truly want to do something, then you can do it. Just go for it. And for those who are watching right now but still a little bit skeptical or unsure if this path is really for them, or maybe waiting for a perfect time, what advice would you give to someone who is still on the fence or hesitates about starting their own business journey?
Yeah, so so whoever's hesitant, still if you are hesitant after even watching this, the sharing my thing, because the hesitation come with the fear, right? Fear of unknown, fear of failure. So I also had that question, like what if I fail? I used to think like that when I was at the other side of the fence, what if I fail? What if I lose? What would others think of me? This thing, what if, and I turned that to what if this works? Just think that way, then you will see the great, value of doing this. And people who are hesitant and not taking the action because they are not serious, they're not desperate, their life is okay, not that bad. If you are like really struggling with your life, if you're really desperate like me, then you will take this chance, and no matter what, you will give it a shot. So that is how it is. Just ask yourself, people who are watching us live or will be watching the replay, ask yourself, are you happy with your life? If you're happy, that's fantastic, just move on. If you're not happy, don't miss the opportunity. I wasted time waiting and overthinking, but I would not you to do that, because it is just, the time is precious, the most precious and expensive thing in the world. You can never get back. Just think yourself, and if what matters to you most, is it your family, is it yourself, our future? So no one's gonna take the action for you. You have to take the action. Like I said, you are not going to lose anything. So paying 149 is not a big deal. So just pay that 149, get the access, then you do your own research. Without like sitting outside doing nothing and not taking that simple step, not going to take you anywhere. Trust me, you won't get any information, because we all are busy, busy moms, busy, busy parents. And if you try to explain the whole business model to one person, we are getting so many inquiries a day. Like if you get 10 people, how we are going to manage that, work slot? So that's why we have that filtration system, paying 149. If you are serious, take that action, talk to any of these ladies, and, talk to any of us, then we are more than happy to help you and get you, just clear your doubts, clear your fears, and, your skepticism. And what I can say, just take the action. Take the action, because now this year, 2025, half year is gone. You have another half to change your life. That could be a good time for you to set up your business. And maybe 2026 you will be a person like me, and for like us, and inspiring others to do the same. Yeah, thank you so much, girls, for having me today, and it's very honor to be here. And thank you.
Thank you. Ngọc, maybe you just wrap it up. I think it's already time.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's already time, and we have so much amazing information this morning. We received a lot of positive energy for the new day. A huge thank you to Coach Anu for joining us today. And as Coach Anu and Hằng already mentioned, if you want to have a closer look on this model, so here are 3 simple steps to explore this smart digital business. Step 1, contact one of the 5 people here via our page or website to get basic overview of the model. And step 2, to access more detailed information like how does this business operate, how do the sales and support system work, and who are the affiliate partners and what are the products, where the income streams come from, then you need to pay $149. And the best part is, if you go through everything and it's not what you expected, just send an email and you got your $149 refunded easily and guaranteed. And step 3, if you're ready to launch, we will be here to guide you to become a global digital business owner. And thank you all for joining us this morning. And we will be happy to see you on next Tuesday evening at 8:30, our normal live stream time. See you next time.
Yay,
Thank
thank you, Coach Anu. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
And have a great day.
Have a nice day.